Good evening and welcome to the Reno Virtual College Fair. We are very delighted that you have joined us this evening and look forward to spending the next 45 minutes with you. My name is Gwen and I'm going to be facilitating this session for you. So just a few housekeeping notes before we get started. Just want to remind our attendees that your camera and your microphone are both off, so our panelists will not be able to see or hear you tonight. However, you will have the ability to use the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen to ask questions of our presenters. I do encourage you to ask questions throughout the presentations. They are here to answer questions for you and want to make sure that you leave here tonight with all the information that you need. If you do have a question that is specific to a particular institution, please note that in the Q&A. However, if you just have a general question, go ahead and just leave it as a general question, and then that way each of our presenters can respond accordingly based on their institution. So just a reminder that this is just one of many different sessions that are taking place with StriveScan. There are other sessions. I encourage you to sign up for those. This session is being recorded along with all of our other sessions, and those recordings will be available probably within about a week at the website where you registered for this program. So I encourage you to go back and listen to those recordings. So without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and get started. And our first presenter tonight is from Whittier College.
Great, thank you very much. My name is Erasmo Fuentes, and I'm the Director of Admissions for Whittier College. Thank you all very much for your participation this evening. I also would like to thank StriveScan and WACAC for coordinating this particular program tonight. You know, Whittier College is a nationally respected college of the liberal arts and sciences. And perhaps, you know, many of you have heard of that particular phrase before, liberal arts colleges, but maybe you're not fully aware of exactly the type of an education that students obtain at a liberal arts college, or the experiences that students go through at a liberal arts. For us, it's about these three particular topics: exploration, connections, and challenges. It's about exploring the ideas from many different fields, whether it's history, business, chemistry, or psychology. We try our very best to provide you a learning environment where you're able to go ahead and, you know, satisfy those academic curiosities that you may have as a student at Whittier College. So perhaps maybe you may be you may see yourself sitting in a psychology class, and then all of a sudden a particular topic that was discussed, you know, 2 weeks ago in your business class comes up for discussion. So those are the type of opportunities that we try to provide our students when it comes to exploring and making connections. Overall, the learning environment that we provide our students will also bring various opportunities for you to challenge yourself. You know, our classes are definitely very demanding, and our professors will demand the very, very best of you, and they will have high expectations of you as a student. And overall, we try again to establish an environment that will encourage you again to challenge yourself and try new opportunities that perhaps maybe you were considering, or things that perhaps maybe that you're now comfortable in doing. When it comes to our academic programs, you know, Whittier gives you many choices, as you can see here from this particular slide. Our students can choose from over 30 different majors. Among some of the most popular programs are biology, kinesiology, business administration, and psychology, just to name a few. We also have a few pre-professional programs like pre-med and pre-physical therapy, as well as a 3-2 engineering program that is in partnership with the University of Southern California. One thing that I always like to point out when talking about the academic options that Whittier provides to students is that during the admission process, while yes, we will ask you what are your top 2, your top 3 intended majors, by no means are we admitting students into a specific academic program or into a department. We admit our students as a whole into the college, and then it is up to our students, with the help of their faculty mentors, to decide which academic path they wish to pursue. If you come in kind of with an open mind, not knowing exactly what you want to do, that is perfectly fine, as you can spend the first 2 years at Whittier taking care of your liberal ed requirements. And it won't be until the end of your sophomore year until you will actually have to make some big decisions in order to officially declare a major. And then on the flip side, if you know for a fact that you want to be like a kinesiology major or a physics major, then obviously, yes, you will definitely will have the opportunity to start working on your academic program as early as day one. An exciting aspect of Whittier is how many chances you have for hands-on learning. No matter which major you select, there will be plenty of opportunities to put into practice the various theories that you're learning about inside of the classroom. So for example, within the classroom setting, you will have opportunities to put into practice by participating in various labs, group projects, and having academic discussions with your fellow classmates. Outside of the class, students can take advantage of the many internships that are found in the Southern California area, specifically within Los Angeles and Orange County, which is where Whittier is located. Students can also take on fellowships to work and conduct research alongside faculty. That's something that's very, very normal to see students actually working with our professors on a one-on-one basis and on research. Oftentimes, we've seen many of our students that have had a chance to actually attend various conferences and seminars and assist professors in presenting their research. Another opportunity to experience hands-on learning is study abroad. All of our academic programs have been designed to be completed in exactly 4 years, allowing our students plenty of opportunities to also explore various countries by either going for a semester or for an entire year. In the past, our students have traveled to China, New Zealand, Greece, China, Spain, Mexico, just to name a few countries. And no matter where you end up going, every single class that you take while you study abroad will count towards your graduation requirements. At Whittier, we have about 1,700 students, with the average class size being 19 students. The welcoming classroom setting allows our students to know their professors, feel comfortable in asking questions, and actively engage in academic discussions and activities. Our faculty and our staff are constantly working on making sure that students, don't fall between the cracks by providing them with individual attention that they deserve. We are often hearing stories about how professors are helping our students either find internships or how to develop plans post-Whittier. And those type of stories are very, very norm. And it's something that definitely makes the overall learning environment very welcoming at Whittier. As I mentioned, we are located in Southern California. We're located in the heart of Southern California, in my opinion, right in between Los Angeles and Orange County. Our students have tons of different opportunities for them to go ahead and interact and create social opportunities as well as professional opportunities. We are a common application school. Our application is completely free, so there's no need for a fee. We are also a test optional school. In the last couple of years, our average GPA has been about a 3.37, average SAT 1050, average ACT about a 21. We have two admission plans. Our early action deadline is scheduled for November 15th, and then our regular decision is scheduled for February 1. Plenty of opportunities for scholarships and financial aid. Our scholarships range from $15,000 up to $36,000. That is my time, folks. You can reach us at admissions@whittier.edu, and I'll be more than happy to connect with you folks in the near future. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Whittier College. Just a reminder to our attendees, the Q&A feature is live, so definitely be asking questions throughout these presentations. Pacific University, Oregon, you're next.
Perfect. Good evening, everybody. Sorry about that. My screen decided not to share right now. So good evening, everybody from beautiful Oregon. I'm Derek Nagley. I am actually your admissions counselor here at Pacific University. And what that means is when you guys apply to our university, I'm actually one of the people reading your applications. We want you to actually know that person at Pacific, be able to make that connection. And I've been working now with students from Nevada for about 10 years. So I get to know those students very, very well, and the schools you guys attend as well. But Pacific itself, we're a small private liberal arts university. We're located in Forest Grove, Oregon, which is in kind of the northwest corner. It's basically, depending on traffic, about an hour to half an hour from downtown Portland. You can be sitting at a Blazer game, or about an hour you can be sitting out on the beautiful Oregon coast enjoying the sunshine, maybe a little bit of wind, maybe a little bit of rain. Now, up in Oregon where we're at, we do get all 4 seasons. It will snow once or twice a year. It'll be beautiful and warm in the summer, but you get a lot more greenery and you get a lot more of that year-round kind of middle of the road, beautiful weather. And I promise it does not rain for 6 months straight, no matter what anybody tells you about Oregon. We're also really amazing where we're located. We're a small town, but we're so close to that Portland metro area. We're part of the metro system. And in fact, you can be in places like Nike, Intel, Xerox, Columbia World headquarters within 15 minutes of campus. So it's an amazing location where we are. And at Pacific, we offer over 65 different majors, minors, and programs to about 1,900 undergraduate students and about 2,000 graduate students. We're a little unique in that we're split 50-50, but primarily when we talk about those undergraduate degrees, like I said, there's over 65. So you have a lot of choices there. And you do have your first 2 years to figure it out. But the ones we're best known for are kind of our pre-health professions tracks and things like physical therapy, pharmacy, optometry, or heading in the directions of education, business, or even our nationally ranked creative writing program. So we do fit that bill of that full liberal arts where you're going to look at your major through a lot of different lenses. And at Pacific, I like to say we don't need to have a separate honors college because our entire college fits into that honors idea. Our students are very academically inclined. For every single major at Pacific, our average class size is only 19 students. Our single largest lecture hall only seats 60 students. So we don't have these big lecture halls. All of our classes are taught by professors. No TAs, no grad students doing any of the teaching, but that you're learning from a professor the whole time you're there. The only time you'll find TAs is in the labs, and they're there to make sure you don't blow anything up. But also importantly with that, for all of those programs at Pacific, we want you guys to come to Pacific and be in and out in 4 years. In fact, we guarantee it. If it takes you more than 4 years to graduate from Pacific, we will pay for those extra semesters. So we want you guys to come in, get a 4-year education, and be able to take that next step right away. And again, for all of our degrees at Pacific, not just 1 or 2, but we want you guys doing job shadowing, research, and internships starting freshman and sophomore year, not waiting till you're a junior or senior. Because taking classes is one thing, but applying what you're learning in all of those different classes to real world problems and testing out your limits helps you figure out exactly what you want to study. So you might come in thinking, okay, I really want to work with kindergartners. We'd put you into our full-time daycare and kindergarten your first year here at Pacific to explore what it'd be like to actually teach young kids. And maybe at the end of that semester, you realize this is really the group I want, or maybe I should head in a different direction. But we do that for all of our majors all the way through their senior year. And in fact, at Pacific, as part of your education, all of our students will do a senior thesis, whether that's an internship at a large company, whether that's creating their own work on campus or doing research alongside a professor. But what it does is it allows our students to leave Pacific with not just a degree and a good luck, but that degree, the good luck, the knowing the professors, but most importantly, a resume to back it up. So that our students are very highly placed into graduate schools and into the workforce right out of college. There's no waiting around, there's no doing extra time in between, but that they get to take that next step right away for all of the majors. At the same time, we love our students to be busy. In fact, that's what makes our students a little bit different. Is at Pacific, you'll find those students who in high school did 4 or 5 different things. They're involved in the band, played football, and want to study biology in college, and they can do all 3 of those things. Our average students are involved in 4 clubs or sports that have nothing to do with what they're studying. A third of our students are varsity athletes. And whether that's performing in one of our performing arts groups like our mariachi band or our competition choir, being part of our Greek life on campus, performing in a 24 varsity athletics, or joining our national or NHOH Hawaii club and performing in the largest student-run luau anywhere on the mainland US, you get a really cool opportunity to take those skills that you have and expand them while you're at Pacific. And that also means taking that education outside of the classroom, not just learning where you're sitting, but learning what that applies to the real world. Whether that's studying abroad in 27 different sites and countries, taking a community project, whether it's in Forest Grove or possibly traveling to Romania during January term and helping build houses for Habitat for Humanity, or just learning how to surf on the Oregon coast. And we will loan you the wetsuit because the water's a little cold out there. But we want you guys to be able to actually have that experience, get out and take things outside of the classroom. On top of that, we want all of our students to be available to scholarship. Our merit scholarships range from $15,000 to $27,000 a year, are test optional. We have senior preview scholarship days that students can attend and earn up to $1,000 a year in scholarship, and special interest and talent awards there. Also, just so you know, Pacific has no out-of-state tuition, and you do not have to apply any other way to get in-state or to get scholarships for out-of-state students either. This is all part of the application process for all of our students. We use the Common Application. It's the all-online application that works for about 700 schools nationwide. Again, I'm your admissions counselor, so here's my contact information, and you can definitely feel free to get in contact with me to learn more about what it's like to become a boxer. And thank you guys so much for your time.
All right, thank you, Pacific University, Oregon. Next up, we're going to hear from University of San Diego.
Good evening. My name is Scott Yanner. I'm one of the admission counselors at the University of San Diego. More importantly, I'm your admission counselor. So if any of you are seniors and you're looking to apply to the University of San Diego, I will probably be the one that will be reading your application. I want to share a little bit about our institution. USD is a contemporary Catholic university. About 40% of our students identify with the Catholic faith tradition. The remainder of our students either identify with a different faith tradition or no faith tradition at all. The only religious requirement we have is one lower division, one upper division religious theology study. The lower division is going to tie in the Catholic history component. Upper division, you can take anything from our catalog. So last year, my daughter was a current senior at USD. She was in Ireland at this time last year, and she took Buddhism for her upper division. We don't require students to go to Mass, nor do we require them to be a part of the campus ministry. But if you're looking for that component, we have an amazing campus ministry that's super engaged not only on our community and our campus, but in the local community, and they do a lot of trans-border work as well, with Mexico being 30 minutes from our doorstep. We are the sixth most beautiful campus in the nation. If you ever have the opportunity to step on our campus, you will realize how awe-inspiring it is. We're up on a hill. We overlook Mission Beach, Mission Bay, and downtown. We're about 9 minutes away from the beach. We're about 10 minutes away from the airport and about 8 minutes away from downtown. And we're about 5 minutes away from Mission Valley, Old Town. So we are very, very centrally located, very easy to be able to get around for our students to see. We are also a liberal arts school, so you are going to find that, like the other institutions, our core curriculum tends to be a little bit more robust, but we believe that really allows our students to be well-rounded. And by doing so, it really allows students maybe to identify majors that they never thought about that they might be passionate about. With the 42 majors that we offer, regardless of your intended major that you put on your application, everybody comes in undeclared. You can declare that first semester, or you can wait all the way up to your fourth semester to declare your major, double major, major minor, major double minor. You can really personalize your learning degree plan to really fit you based upon what you want to do once you leave the institution. As well, you could actually do a double major outside of discipline. So you could be a business major as well as a theater arts major, still graduate in 4 years. Now, the only caveat to that is our engineering program. And by design, that is a 4.5-year long program. And that's because our students are going to graduate with both a Bachelor of Arts and a Bachelor of Science. As well, our engineering program is ranked 13th in the nation. Our average class size is 22, and the largest class you'll ever be in is 40. So for my daughter, her largest class in 3.5 years has been 33. Her smallest class has been 12. As well at USD, all of our courses are taught by professors. So what that means is that you really are able to connect with your professor as well as collaborate with your peers. So it is really it's a great learning environment to be able to be in. As well, all of our professors are very accessible. They have office hours that they set aside, typically 7 to 10 hours a week. And even if you're not able to sort of meet the time periods that they set up, they're more than willing to set up that time to be able to meet with you. I can't say enough about our faculty. I feel like they really do advocate for our student success. They are there to really help build our students up and to really make sure that they are successful in the paths that they choose from. As well, we have great pre-professional advising. So if you look at pre-med, pre-law, pre-dental, pre-health, pre-veterinarian, these aren't majors or minors, but what it does is gives you an academic or an additional advisor that will walk with you over the course of the next 4 years to make sure you're as competitive as possible when applying to graduate school. As well, with all of our majors, we offer undergrad research opportunities. Now, if you are a science major, biology, chemistry, behavioral neuroscience, you will be guaranteed a minimum of 100 hours of undergrad research. All of our research is done with the lead professor. If that research is published, and the students are co-authored with that as well. So it really is a great opportunity for our students to be able to get that real world experience. But as well, if you are part of the pre-health, pre-dental, pre-med pathways, it really allows our students to be even more competitive, especially when it comes to that letters of recommendation, because the professors really do get to know you as a person, as a researcher, as a student, and they're able to really write those strong letters of recommendation as well. We also have a great honors program. I'd love to be able to touch on it right now, but I'm not going to be able to. First year experience, we do require students to live on campus for the first 2 years. That first year is going to be traditional dorm style. Second year is going to be what you think of if you think about apartment style. So for a second year student, it's going to be a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. For students, you'll be able to pick your roommate, you'll be able to pick your suite mates, living room, kitchen, truly an apartment style living. But our students do thrive on campus. And part of it is just because of an amazing Torero life that we offer. We have over 180 clubs and organizations on campus, 17 Division I athletic programs. We're part of the West Coast Conference, with our football team being part of the Pioneer League. As well, we have 9 sororities, 9 fraternities, 30 plus club and intramural sports, 30 plus multicultural organizations. So there really is something for everyone on campus. And if there's something that you're passionate about and that we don't have, the great news is that you're able to start it yourself. As well, we're consistently ranked in the top 10 in the nation when it comes to study abroad participation. About 80% of our students will do at least one study abroad while at the University of San Diego. We have over 80 programs through the country. And then we also have a USD campus in Madrid, Spain, which is also a very popular destination for our students. We are Common App exclusive, regular decision, December 15th. We don't have early action or early decision. Last year, we gave admissions to about 57%. There'll be a couple of member questions. As well, just your transcripts, one letter of recommendation, and an application fee. If this is a hardship, talk to your counselor. We'd be more than happy to give you a fee waiver. And then finally, with our merit scholarships, they range from 18 to 25,000. That's per year. Top 40% of our students will receive that. With that, I just want to say thank you so much for your time this evening, and I will go ahead and pass it on.
All right, perfect. Thank you. The next school that we're going to hear from is William Jessup University.
Awesome. So, hi guys. Let me share my screen. Okay. Where is, oh my gosh, you guys, this is like teaching a class all over again. I cannot see what I'm doing. Fun times. Okay. So just to introduce myself really quick while I'm getting this video all set up for you, you guys get to see all of these things that I am, 1 second. Okay. Okay, so my name is Kylie, and I actually graduated from William Jessup a few years ago. I was an English major, and I actually got to meet my husband at Jessup. So Jessup holds a near and dear place to my heart, and it is just an amazing university. So here we go. Look at this. Okay. Can you guys see this? Hopefully you can. There's a quick video that I'm going to show you. It's 5 minutes long, and it just kind of talks about an overview of Jessup and what we're all about. One of the most important things that I think I love to communicate to students about William Jessup is when I attended there, I was still searching for my calling, right? Like what I wanted to do, who I wanted to be, things that I wanted to pursue in life, things that I was passionate about. And by the time that I graduated, I was actually lucky enough, and a lot of students do graduate with this just gold mine of information about yourself. I knew what I was passionate about, which is education and students, and I actually teach for Washoe County School District. I'm at McQueen right now and doing some part-time work there, but I got to learn about what was important to me and who I wanted to be when I graduated. So you guys will hear from my friend Aurora for a little bit, and then if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat.
Hi, my name is Aurora, and I'm with William Jessup University, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about what makes Jessup distinctive. We are a community that provides opportunity for our students in an affordable way. A little bit about the community is that we're very family-oriented. In fact, we have a 12-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, which means that your professors are accessible to you. Many of our students have made lifelong friends from their time at Jessup, and that's done through a lot of student life activities like therapy dogs during finals week. We also have a tradition called late night breakfast where your faculty and your staff, even the president of the university, comes and makes you pancakes during finals week because finals are difficult. We also have fun activities like dodgeball games and air band competitions throughout the year. So other than our student life activities, we also have a lot of students who are involved in athletics. Did you know that our baseball won the GSAC conference and that one of our students got drafted into the Dodgers? Other than baseball, we have basketball, soccer, cross country and track, volleyball, softball, tennis, and golf, as well as many intramural sports for our students to get involved in too. One of the things that makes our campus wonderful is our food. We're actually 14th best in California. And because Sacramento is the farm to fork capital of the nation, we're trying to follow suit with organic and locally grown options as well as gluten and dairy free. So Other than our on-campus activities, we're also trying to get students to engage in the local community. One is through local and global outreach. Did you know that 10% of our student population was overseas this summer serving in missions? We also partner with many local ministries so our students are getting outside of the Jessup bubble, which brings me to the many opportunities that Jessup provides. We are actually one of the only private Christian WACAC accredited universities in the greater Sacramento area and one of the few in Northern California. And Sacramento is the 25th fastest growing job market in the United States, which means that our students are getting internships and jobs. 94% of our students are going to grad school or employed upon graduation, and some of our majors, 100% of them are in a full-time position upon graduation. The way that we do that is through our 12-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio. Imagine a professor with a doctorate degree knowing your name and the kind of networking opportunities that come from that. In addition to that, we have a career center that is resourcing our students and showing them the path to their chosen career fields. So, what you've all been waiting for, affordability. Did you know that our students graduate with 30% less debt than the national average? 30%. In fact, US News and World Report has ranked us as one of the best value colleges in our region, #1 in California. And the way that we do that is through giving 99% of our students some sort of financial aid. That's over 12 million in scholarships that are going out to Jessup students. And that could be you. So if I piqued your interest at all, keep watching. We're going to show you about some of our academic offerings at Jessup.
This is who we are. We aren't afraid to get our hands dirty, learning and experiencing as we go in the field or the lab. We aren't waiting around for someone to show us the way. We are actively shaping the future. We're not doing this alone either. We're focused on those around us and making an impact here and afar. Created to shift perspective, to tell a story, building an atmosphere of expression. Our vision for tomorrow is brighter, it's better, and it includes us all. We're putting in the work to make it a reality. And it's not just about what we can do, but how we do it and why we do it that way. Pushing to the front of the pack, leading the way, and staying Christ-centered in the center of it all. This is who we are. Welcome to Jessup.
Hi, my name is John Jackson, and I'm the president of William Jessup University. And I know that you're looking at colleges right now, and it is a stressful time. But I'd love to have you come to Jessup. We've got amazing classes. We've got great community experience here, lots of great connections, wonderful things to do. Our professors are the best, and our food is amazing. But you know what? The best thing that you could do, you can apply to Jessup. You can come visit Jessup. We would love to see you here.
So that was a taste of Jessup, but don't just take our word for it. Come and see and experience it for yourself. Schedule a visit by going to jessup.edu/visit. And if you want personalized information on transferability or financial aid information, submit an application. It takes about 10 minutes and it's $45. Just go to jessup.edu/become-a-warrior. So all of that to say, I hope that you come and experience Jessup for yourself. Thanks for listening.
All right. Thank you, William Jessup University. Next up, we have Mount St. Mary's University.
Hi, my name is Aurora, and I'm with William Jessup University. And I'm here to tell you a little bit about what...
Good evening, everyone. My name is Brenda Ornelas, and I am the undergraduate admission counselor at Mount St. Mary's University in Los Angeles. Mount St. Mary's University is a small private Catholic liberal arts institution, predominantly women. However, we do admit men into our nursing program. And we actually have 2 campuses, which I will show in the next slide. But although we are 2 campuses, we do have 1 mission and we are 1 university. One of our campuses is located in the Santa Monica Mountains. It is on a mountain overlooking all of Santa Monica Beach, as well as on a clear day, you can actually see Catalina Island. And it is about 15 miles away from LAX Airport. This campus definitely has a breathtaking view. And then we have our Doheny campus, which is 4 miles away from the heart of downtown Los Angeles. So it is very close to the Staples Center, and LA Live, which has several restaurants. And this one is about 14 miles away from LAX Airport. When applying to Mount St. Mary's University, you actually have the option to select the campus of your choice. So feel free to select the one that you feel you would want to be your home campus, whether that be on a mountain at Chelan, or if that would be in the heart of downtown LA at our Doheny campus. We do have over 30 different majors and minors that we offer. Our average class size is around 16 students, and our student to faculty ratio is around 10:1. These are a list of some of the majors and minors that we offer. Nursing by far is our most popular major. As I mentioned before, it is the only major that we admit men into as well. But some other popular majors would be sociology, psychology, and business, biology as well. And although these are popular majors, none of our majors are impacted, which means that you'll be able to get the classes that you need to graduate on time. And that includes nursing as well. We have over 30 clubs and organizations available to our students, and these clubs and organizations range from professional, cultural, service, academic, and then we have some club sports available as well: soccer, volleyball, and running is our only club sport that is co-ed for our students. Some information about our resident halls is that there are some different types of room styles that you can choose from. So this could be a single, a double, a triple, or a quad, depending on how many roommates you would like. And then we offer various meal plans as well for our students. We are on the Common App, as many of our other presenters tonight are. What is required for our university is that a personal statement be completed. We will need your official transcripts and one letter of recommendation from either a teacher or a counselor. And then some of the optional essays that we have available are for our honors program, as well as for our Lapui Founder Scholarship, which is our full tuition scholarship. Test scores for this upcoming year will not be considered for admission, so we are test blind, which means that your test scores will not affect your admission decision or any merit awards that we offer. We do have two deadlines: our early action deadline of December 1st, and that is actually non-binding. So if you apply by December 1st, it does not mean that you are committing to Mount St. Mary's. And then our priority deadline of January 1st. If you would like to be considered for our honors program, our Lapui full tuition scholarship, or our guaranteed admission into our nursing program, then we do ask that you apply by December 1st. All admitted students are considered for merit, and as I mentioned before, test scores will not affect this. All students that are admitted to Mount St. Mary's do receive a merit scholarship starting at $11,000, and then it goes up. And it goes up depending on your GPA, so the higher your GPA, the more merit we will offer you. 85% of our students receive need-based financial aid, and then again, we do offer our full tuition Lapui scholarship, and our average financial aid package for our admitted students is around $40,920. I do want to encourage all of you to apply for FAFSA. It is open. It did open October 1st. And right here below is our university code. Just wanted to throw out some upcoming events that we have. This week is our open house week. So I highly encourage you to attend if you would like to learn more, since this is a quick presentation. If you want to know more about our programs, our actual open house day is this Saturday, and you can register for that online. There's still time. And then we do have Athenian applicant days as well, which is an opportunity for you to receive your admission decision on the spot. All you would need is to complete the Common App at least 48 hours before, but we do waive the letter of recommendation as well as the $50 fee. And instead of the letter of recommendation, we do have a 15 to 20-minute interview with you, but after that, we are able to give you your admission decision on the spot, and these are some of our upcoming days. A couple of ways to stay connected. We do have student-led virtual tours Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays, and then a live chat on our website. If you have a quick question, you can always ask us a question through our live chat, And I added your admission counselor for Nevada is Karen, and her information is listed on this slide. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. So our final presenter tonight is from Portland State University. So go ahead and take it away.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Crystal Tenty. I'm an admissions counselor here at Portland State University and also an alumna. I studied anthropology here as an undergrad and got my master's in conflict resolution. Portland State is located right in the heart of downtown Portland on 50 acres. Very unique layout, very integrated with the city of Portland. And we are Oregon's only urban public research institute. This is a beautiful snapshot that I love of part of our campus with these amazing rooftop areas to eat and study and just surrounded by trees right in a city. We are the second largest university in the state with just over 26,000 students. We have about 37% of our students are first generation college students. I was one of those. So these are students who are the very first in their family to get a college education. And we are Oregon's most diverse university as well, with 48% of our students identifying as coming from diverse ethnic and racial backgrounds, and 6% of our students are international students from 89 different countries. This slide here is our park blocks, which is a beautiful parkway that cuts through right through the center of campus and is home to our year-round farmers market. As I mentioned, we're on 50 acres, so we're a very large school. Most things are concentrated in a few core areas of campus. So, you know, even though we're a large university, things are still pretty close in. There's a couple of buildings that are a little bit of a walk off campus. But this is one of our newer buildings here. This is our Carl Miller Center. It's where our School of Business is housed, and it has this really unique architectural design with this open air atrium in the middle where students can sit and study and wait for their classes. And then the whole bottom floor is different businesses. There's a banh mi shop, a donut shop, and other places to eat. And then all the classes are held up in the top of the building. So we have 10 different residence halls on campus. It is not required to live on campus your first year, but it's highly recommended, especially if you're coming from out of state. It's definitely a lot more affordable to live on campus than to try to rent an apartment in downtown Portland. And all of our freshman dorms are very apartment style. They all have their own bathroom and kitchenette, so you don't have to share a bathroom on a floor with a bunch of people. And they're really amazing and just a nice way to feel connected to the campus by living on campus. We have 11 cultural and resource centers here. So these range from things like our Queer Resource Center, our Women's Resource Center, our Pan-African Commons, our Disability Resource Center, our Learning Center, and many more. So there's a lot of ways for students to connect with either communities that you're part of or communities that are different from yours and just get additional support. And they all have their own events and programming available. And then we have, of course, over 200 student clubs, and PSU is a Division I school. So we have 15 sports teams that compete in the Big Sky Conference and over 30 club and rec sports. And these are some of the top local employers of PSU grads. So one of the amazing things about being in a city like Portland is just all of the opportunities that you're going to have to connect with various businesses and organizations, you know, in the way of internships, practicums, volunteer work. All of our students are required to do something called a senior capstone before they graduate. So this is a really amazing community-based project where you're going to get to partner with a local business or organization. And we have over 500 that we work with to produce some really cool project for them. So this just goes in alignment with our motto of let knowledge serve the city. All of our curriculum, no matter what you study, is very focused on supporting our students and learning how to solve, you know, real world problems and get outside of the classroom. We have over 207 majors, minors, and certificates to choose from here. And these are all of our schools and colleges that make up PSU. So they're all part of PSU, but depending on what your major is, will determine what school you're part of. So, you know, if you're studying biology, you're going to be in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. If you're studying human resources, you'll be in the School of Business. And even though we're a really large university, we still have a pretty reasonable faculty to student ratio, and it's 20-1. And then we have our average freshman class size is 28 students. We also have an entire department here that is devoted to helping students find study abroad programs. So we highly encourage students to study abroad if that's something that you want to do. I think it's just a really nice way to step outside your comfort zone, maybe learn another language. And we work with 80 different countries and have over 200 programs. And you can do anything from a couple of week project-led, project-based trip all the way to a full academic year if you'd like. PSU is what we call an access school. So what that means is as long as you meet our minimum requirements, you are in. We don't have a wait list or any impacted programs that won't allow you to get in. So we just look at your cumulative unweighted high school GPA needs to be a 3.0 and a C- or better in your core curriculum classes. And here's just a breakdown of cost of attendance. We do participate in WUI, the Western Undergraduate Exchange, which is a discounted rate for our Nevada students. And I can talk more about those requirements if you have questions. And then this is my contact information. You're welcome to email, call, text anytime, and I'm happy to answer any questions for you. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. So we have just a few minutes left before our time is up. So I just want to give each of our presenters one last chance to give a final thought and to maybe just talk a little bit about a fun school tradition that your school has, or maybe just something that is unique to your school. So maybe 30 seconds, make sure you mention the name of your institution so our attendees know, but we'll answer in the same order in which you presented. So Whittier College, why don't you start us off?
Hey everyone, good evening. So again, my name is Erasmo Fuentes and I'm with Whittier College. My advice to you is to enjoy the admission process, get to know the admission counselors at the various schools that you're going to be applying to, as we are more than happy to assist you in this process. So again, just get to know us very well. And the one unique thing about my college is the fact that we have this very big boulder like in the heart of campus, and our students are constantly painting it, and towards the end of the year it gets lit on fire and it's just one huge celebration. So great, thank you all very much.
All right, perfect. Pacific University.
Perfect. Well, you heard me mention earlier that Pacific's home to the largest student-run luau anywhere on the mainland US, so you can pick up hula dancing if you've never done it before. But we're also home to the world's tallest barbershop pole right at the end of our football field and track. So if it ever comes up in a trivia contest, you now know that Forest Grove, Oregon, home of Pacific University, is also home to the world's tallest barbershop pole.
All right.
And then I'm Scott with the University of San Diego. I think for us is during finals week, we also have a breakfast buffet at midnight for our students to be able to enjoy that. They also have the midnight yell where they're able to release all their stress. And as far as the journey you guys are on, really look for those schools that you feel is going to be a best fit for you. We're looking for those students who are going to be a best fit for us. So do your due diligence, visit the campuses if you can, reach out to the counselors. That's why we're here. And whatever we can do to help you out through this process, we are here for you guys.
Perfect, good advice. William Jessup.
Awesome. So 3 quick things. The first one is that our application fee is currently waived. I know in the video that it said it was $45, but it's not. Second thing is that same thing with our school. One of our traditions is it's called Humans versus Zombies. So it's like this giant game of Among Us, and you get to like shoot people with Nerf guns, and it's awesome. And if you don't get shot, you are like one of the last humans standing, and you've got all of these students trying to like throw socks at you because that's how you become a zombie. So it's just this campus-wide game that literally alleviates so much stress. So yeah, we love getting to do that at William Jessup, and there's our fun fact.
Okay, Mount St. Mary's.
Hi again, it's Brenda from Mount St. Mary's. My favorite campus tradition, and it would be coming up soon, but it's during Halloween. We open up our doors at our downtown LA campus, our Doheny campus. We open it up to all the local trick-or-treaters. So we have around 1,000 kids come to campus, and they just get candy from all around campus, and it's the cutest thing. So that's definitely one of my favorite campus traditions.
Okay. Portland State University.
Yeah, so one of my favorite things about PSU, I mentioned that we're located right in the heart of the city, but we're also surrounded by hundreds of miles of hiking trails. So we've got the Columbia Gorge with quite a few waterfalls. We're an hour and a half from the coast, an hour from the mountains. So you have the perfect balance of city life surrounded by lots of outdoor activity.
All right, perfect. So this concludes our time together. So I just want to thank each of our presenters for being here tonight. Thank you to our attendees for attending. I hope that you're walking away with some valuable information. When you close out of this window, there's going to be a link to a quick 4-question survey. We hope that you'll fill that out. We appreciate any feedback that you can provide to help make these sessions better and more informative for you. Also, just a reminder, this is one of many different sessions taking place, so be sure you take advantage of other sessions, and that this session was also recorded along with all other StriveScan sessions, and those recordings will be available within about a week at the same website where you registered for this program. So again, thank you to our presenters, thank you to our attendees, and hope you all have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much. Good night.